me pull up chat right now. Give me a second. Let me pull up chat. See what is happening today. We have a few new videos to cover since last time. Let's make this. I'm pretty sure I'm live. Okay, we are live. Let me pull up chat right now. Like the video. Give me a second. Guys, let me pull up. Let's see. Pop up chat. There we go. Okay, so yeah, last time we left off and we went and figured out the margins. I think the margins were 40 to 50%, which makes sense to me because that is my margins. A Ristic Siphon, A Mark Nemi. Yeah, brick by brick. So we have some more videos here. We have this video here.
Today we're interviewing Reckless Ben today about
this is Jamming Ben. So he has a channel. Shout out Jamming Ben. I think he's the one who had the brick block on his head. Like, I don't know what it's called. It's like a costume. And so then we have the August 1st shipments that arrived 14 days later. That's quite funny. Greg's police body cam footage came out, and then the new BBQ video. So we have a loaded docket. We'll start with this. Give me a second. Put on my AirPods. Hey guys, welcome in. Welcome in. Yeah, thank you, Christiana99. Yeah, we have some other stuff, but again, I'm gonna probably kind of keep it a little bit. Yes, he is also probably most notably the creator of Brick by Brick. So he came up with Brick by Brick.
The whole Lego situation, just to get some intel, and this is a pretty good interview. It goes pretty deep.
Hello, my name is Ben.
Also Ben. Question number one.
Yeah.
How would you tell your sick father that the collection he built is now tied up in something like this?
So my father's sick. What's he sick with?
Say like AIDS, gonorrhea.
AIDS. Well, if he had AIDS, I don't think this would make him worse. So I'd probably just tell him then. I'd probably just be like, hey, this company stole your Legos, and I'm gonna work to get it back for you. Probably is what I'd say.
Interesting. If Eamon McNeff were sitting across from Brian with the entire collection on the table, what do you think Brian would say to him?
Probably like it would probably only happen if Ammon was willing to give it back to him. So Brian would probably be like, "Thank you, Ammon, for giving me my Legos back." Probably be like, "Hey, Ammon did the right thing," and we would clear his name and be like, "Hey, like Ammon's a good guy now," and yeah.
You don't.
I actually saw this really interesting thing about like another Eamon from Avatar. So like the only other Eamon that like you would know is like this guy here. Like if you watch Avatar: Legend of Korra, he's like the main villain. Like it's almost spelled the same. It just has an extra M. Eamon. So yeah, that was pretty funny to compare. Like I don't know any other Eamons except this one here from Legend of Korra. I didn't actually finish watching Legend of Korra. It was actually very, I don't know, it wasn't great in my opinion, but
you don't think he would like have some like more ruder words to say?
No, Brian's super nice, dude. Brian wouldn't say anything rude. He'd be like, "Thanks, like for giving me my Legos back. Like it's a little late, but better late than never, you know."
How many times a week do you think Eamon says Reckless Ben?
I don't know. Probably more than once, I'd say. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really think about that too much. Yeah, I don't know.
What about Josh Johnson or Brandon Best? Do you think on a weekly basis, do you have like a rough?
Oh yeah. So Chris Law is now added Josh Johnson and Brandon Best to her lawsuit, which will make discovery like far more interesting. Especially Brandon Best, like somehow he's been able to stay out of the limelight. Like it's kind of incredible, like how little attention Brandon Best has drawn.
Rough estimate of like how many times, like this is important for
like. Oh, probably like 4 or 5, at least.
I don't know.
Per day?
Per week.
I think that's a little low. If I had to guess, I feel like roughly like in the like hundreds.
You think hundreds?
And then like
Yeah.
a week
Yeah.
What's that per hour?
per hour, probably like
Well, you gotta think of like 8-hour business day.
probably like he probably says your
40
name
hours a week.
like
So that's over once an hour. So you think every single hour of the working day he says Reckless Ben?
he probably says like half your name an
Because
hour.
anything over 40 would be over once an hour for the working day.
He like says like half your name a minute.
Half your minute, name a minute. It's interesting calculations going here.
And then it equates to like 100 times over a week.
Do you think his only job is to say Reckless Ben? Yeah, maybe. I could see that.
Do you think this whole situation could be resolved with you and Eamon building the Millennium Falcon together?
No, I don't think that would solve it. But if he did the chicken dance, I think it would solve it.
I think that would be good. What do you think like psychologically would switch if he did the chicken dance?
With him or with us or with
Both parties.
So with us, I think we would see, I think at least the audience would see him as a more goofy character now and not like an evil villain. So that's why I think the chicken dance would help him from an audience perspective. From his perspective, I think he would have to basically give up his ego, because to do the chicken dance, you can't have an ego and do the chicken dance.
I don't think he's going to do the chicken dance. If those are the terms of settlement, I just think AM McNeff is not going to do it.
You know, and that's what's stopping him right now, is his ego from giving the Legos back. So I think if he does the chicken, in order to do the chicken dance, he has to give up his ego, and he'd be giving up the thing that's stopping him from giving the Legos back.
Okay. This one is like a
I don't know if it's ego. I think it's just money. He just is being petty, right? He's just being incredibly petty. And he's making a lot more money from the franchisees now. I'm going to stop and I'm going to talk about something that's like really interesting. So Alex is not here. Well, he's been helping out a ton, you know, thanks Alex. But I will say, like, the franchisees are kind of annoying as fuck, right? How can I say this in like terms that like won't offend so many people? A lot of them are offended at me calling them lowballers, but that's what they are, right? They're lowballing autistic people, they're lowballing moms, they're lowballing teenagers, they're lowballing. You have literally an Excel spreadsheet of lowballing up, you know, down to 2%. Like, it's hard for me to feel like these franchisees, some of them, again, not all of them, deserve my respect when constantly they're lowballing. So you might wonder, like, what happened? Where did we go for, like, 2 days? We were dealing with problems, okay? And it wasn't like we just left for no reason, right? Obviously, I've been making daily videos. I've been doing this daily live stream thing. I will say that the reason that we skipped making the reason we skipped Thursday and Friday wasn't because, like, I was on break. You know, that's probably, like, the PR way to say it. The PR way to say it, right, is, oh, you know, I just needed some time off and I want to go on break and blah, 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 right? But that's not the reality of the situation. The reality of the situation is it was franchisee related. And I have, you know, again, I think some of them really do need help. Are they going to take the help? No, they're not. Are they in some type of cult? Yes. And at some point in time, like, you gotta, like if you're, how should I say this? If you're stuck on the Titanic and I'm offering you a life raft and you just fucking don't get on it, I'm taking the life raft and I'm leaving you, right? I'm not going to go down the Titanic with you. I don't have any equity in it. So what I'm suggesting here is we're not going to, you know, like, again, these franchisees, many of them lowballers, right? Something like is completely disgusting. 2%, 5%, whatever they're lowballing, right? They're lowballing autistic kids. They're lowballing, like, if they're going to lowball an autistic kid, come on, give me a break, right? And then they don't want me to make that video, right? They don't want me to make that video, right? It's like, I don't know if you guys know what happened. Like, you know, like, we had a video, it got taken down. Then my other video got deleted, and then Friday we had like a big controversy about like, should the video be up? Should it be down? Should it be up? Should it be down? And then we didn't even make any videos last week. It's a very interesting discussion to have because like as I'm doing more videos about these franchisees, and as more and more locations get involved, and they are fucking lowballers, right? No, they don't want to see the light because they're too busy lowballing their customers. Like here, you know, it's very upsetting to me, right? Because I actually give free Pokemon cards to like when we had the store, we'd give free Pokemon cards to kids. Again, Pokemon cards are not what they were in 2014, 15, 16, 17, 18. I get that, okay? But at no point in time you will never find a single person who can say that we lowball them. You will never find a single person saying that we lowball them. And then I'm getting upset because like there's a line, right? And like if you're a franchisee and an autistic kid comes to you to sell Legos, and his mom buys $200 of Legos, so they're supporting your store. This is very upsetting to me. I don't think you should be in business. If your business model is to take advantage of elderly people, take advantage of autistic children, take advantage of children in general, I don't think you should be in business. And I don't care about your whole family and your this and that. You shouldn't be running a business when you're lowballing people 2%. I don't care who it is at 2%. I don't care who it is at 20%. Like, again, this is where we have like a controversy, right? Some people think the franchisees are innocent and they're just kind of in this corrupt system. I don't think that anymore. Right? I think there are some good franchisees like Chris Law who tried her best, but the system is broken. And I had a video about the system again. So this is a kind of a more of a private conversation I have with the production team, whatever. But I personally don't feel like every franchisee deserves to be saved. I think some of them are running horrible, horrible businesses. Like the one in Northern Raleigh. I'll call them out. Right? Like the one that's selling, and then they got a heart attack, and they're stealing Lego. Just like look at how they reacted on Slack to me calling them out on 20%. And then many of them, I have never sold on 20%. Give me your fucking bucks, and I'll show it to you. I would delete my channel if you've never taken advantage of a customer at 20%. Because that's your business model. When I put in the fucking numbers into your calculator, that's what I come. So anyway, there is some controversy even among me and my small team. Like, how hard should we come after the franchisees? Are they innocent? You know, are they guilty? You know, like, I mean, like no one has any, like, American Fork bad, Provo Police bad, Melinda Torres bad, all the American Fork Police chief. I don't think that there's any controversy about that. I don't think there's any controversy. Almond McNeff bad, Josh Johnson bad. Like, but is there like a discussion to have? It's like, if you are going to take advantage of an autistic child on his fucking birthday, can I not rip your store to pieces? I even know what your store name is. I know your store location. Like, does that create a lot of backlash for that store, that family? Like what is the where's that? Do you understand what I'm trying to say? It's like, where is that at, right? Like, I mean, Echo Based Network. We'll finish this. the mom, I didn't out the store. They fucking outed themselves, you know? Like, what am I going to do, right? Like, if they get backlash, is that on me? Right? So it's this one right here.
I'm like, hey, Mom, did you...
So part of this is, yeah, this is the lowballer, right? Bricks and Mania Tucson. So like on Broadway. So like, you're kind of like in this situation where it's a little bit weird because we do have a lot. What's MGS brick squared? I don't know, Patrick. I don't know. But there are a lot of fucking lowballers, and they all have names, right? Like White Tier, right? That's a real store, and we have their Excel spreadsheet. Tucson is this other one that Echo Base Network did. We have theirs. The North Raleigh, right? North Raleigh, that's MGS Bricks, right? They stole his Lego. There's free other stores, which we know, like there's the stores from Drew Bricks, like there's my stores, right, that I contacted. Like, it's just kind of like, dude, like, there's not a single one we contact, and they fucking give you 50%, right? There's not a single Bricks and Minifigs here outside, but like Chris Law, last word, they don't even know the current. So let me be specific. Current Bricks and Minifig franchisee that is like doing good. Right? Have you ever heard one? A single one. Where there's like a great news story about how autistic son comes in his birthday and they were like, whoa, hey, it's your birthday. We really want to take care of you. So like, have you, I'm serious here. Have you actually heard of a positive Bricks and Minifig franchisee that did something nice? They did something nice for their customer. So then question really does become like, okay, every time I show a Bricks and Minifig franchisee doing something stupid, again, I'm just taking the most recent example, like taking advantage of an autistic child and then sending them a coupon for, I think, $15 more to bait them to come in to, I guess, create content. I just think, like, should these stores even be in business? Yeah, you look at their Slack. Where's the one person who's like, hey, guys, we shouldn't do this? Like, you look at their fucking Slack, and you're just like, wait a second. They're all they're consistently doing this stuff. Like, there's not a single one of them that disagrees. Right? Look at this. What talking shit about me, right? You're still talking shit about me. So, like, yeah, look at this. Like, it's just like for his fucking birthday. Like, man, like, he told you it was his birthday. Like, could you give him, like, some slack? Could you not, like, treat people this way? Could you not give somebody 2% back? I mean, I don't get, like, this is how they act. Like, look, this is how they act. Oh, no one said, oh, we don't. No, I will bet my channel against you that you have sold at 20% or less. Well, again, buy. He's not selling at 20%. He probably has never sold at 20% or less. But we're talking about buying Legos. So here, I'm just like very concerned that like this is not a I'm concerned that this may not be. They may not be worth saving, honestly, because let me like theoretically give you a society. Again, the legal frame of this society will be different. What's the difference of like stealing Lego for 0% and then offering 2% of it and getting it legally? You might be like, oh, well, the person agreed. What if the person was autistic? What if the person was a child? Let's reframe the legal work here. We're going to play this fun experiment. No, I agree with Colin. Yes, there might not be many people in Slack left to disagree. They might just be all like naysayers. But no. But that was way back before the union. So when they were talking shit about me, that was before they had the union like publicly. So Oh, okay. Chris says Soratosa. Yeah. She actually published something, and then she had to take it back. So I'm sure she got lots and lots of like crazy stuff, right? So I agree with Chris. There are some good ones, but there are a lot of bad ones. There are a lot of bad ones. Like, and you know, again, man, it's like, so what's the difference between stealing $1,000 of Legos and then giving like 10% offer to a autistic kid on his birthday? Yes, one is legal and one is illegal, but like they both feel bad, right? They do. And then you have the one with where they're literally just straight up trying to steal the guy's Lego. So like I don't know, like as more and more of this stuff comes out, and I had a great video planned for Thursday, and it was really good, and has since been deleted. The video Alex made has been privated. The video I had was deleted, and it really goes to like the core issue here is like, how can you run a business like this? Oh, Chris, it's not. I mean, you ran your store at 60. Like, you should be proud, Chris, because you offer 65%. I can tell you, like, that's like very rare. Like the offers I've seen, and so I was going to publish more offers and more things because like more information came out, and then this and this and this, and then I can say like the reason that we didn't publish it was because one, it would have potentially, you know, outed stores, right, names, and two, like again, it's repeat behavior where they're offering. I can't. They won't even let me tell you the percentage. Okay, but you can be rest assured it is 20% or under, and they're offering it to a incredibly. So like, let me just throw you a hypothetical here. What if like you have a somebody who is not able to make their own decisions, somebody who is potentially disabled, you know, I mean, I don't want to use like autistic because that's great, but like, what if I told you this isn't the first time something like this has happened? Where like a mom and her autistic child go to the bricks and minifigs, they take their Lego to sell, and they just get lowballed into like oblivion. Right? Yes, Patrick, you're exactly right. Yes. If I told you percentages, I told you what type of person it is, I'm not allowed to say any of this stuff anymore. Right? So it's on my end, I get it because BAM has a database. And it's like, oh, it's you. Oh, it's you. Right? Like, but I'm not allowed to say percentages or, you know, situations or, you know, like, but what if I would tell you there are lots of situations where they are taking advantage of individuals who are mentally handicapped with their moms. Right? Like, this isn't the only time this has happened, and it's really, really, like, crazy. Like, and then, like, so I make a video, a video's made, we're talking about, oh, this happened again, and, I get it. Yeah, it's just very tough to talk about, like, the lowballing without actual numbers to lowball with, right? Like, I can't tell you, okay, the customer was X, the mom was Y. Like, you know, even age, description, handicapped, non-hand, like, it's hard to paint a whole picture of what's actually going on, where they are, in my personal opinion, not every Bricks and Minifig franchisee, but some of them are specifically targeting mentally handicapped individuals and taking advantage of them because they don't know better. So, like, again, legally, let me ask you this argument again. This is where I'm going to come back to this, because this is kind of a interesting lawyer discussion. Is like, what's the difference between stealing a Lego and then, oh, it's a fake Lego, it's whatever, right? And just like giving 2%, or I'll use that number because I can't use the actual number. What's the difference? $20 on a $1,000 set? Like, what's the difference? Let me ask you this. You have $1,000 of Legos. You want to take it to your Bricks and Minifigs. They steal the Legos from you. All right, at least you can do a GoFundMe. You can do all this stuff. But then they legally buy the Legos from you for $20. What the fuck is the difference? I don't think there's a difference. Even though legally there is a difference, I think mentally, let me put it this way. When we look at the Excel spreadsheet list, which I'm going to pull up right now, that's only for a few months, okay? That's only for like maybe, I don't know, a quarter. I'm not exactly sure how long it was. But it wasn't like, these are the people who accepted this. And I wanted to answer one question. Who would accept an offer for 2.5%? Not even 2.5%, 2.4%. And I found the answer out. I made a video about it. And yeah. Like, you know, again, you know, it's kind of like, I remember my Magic the Gathering days where I had a meal prep company. We were trying to get our players to eat salmon and chicken and healthy. And they're like, no, we don't want to do that. We're going to continue to eat the junky foods. And it's like, okay, well, fucking butt crack con just happened. And it's like, it was a very bad thing. And then we got so offended. At the time, it was like the only video I ever took down. Because people got so offended, I'd possibly tell them what they should be eating or not eating, right? So it turned out to be like, oh, you're taking my right away. So here, they're getting really offended. But because, like, these are accepted offers. So let me try to tell you what the difference is and what is, like, so astounding and what my video was about. I was trying to figure out who in the world would take $700, Joshua Kim, for instance. He has $4,632 of Legos. That's the value that Bricks and Minifigs, which already is lowballing, because I tell you, like, it's like giving them a percentage of already a very low offer, right? So it's the idea that, like, hey, this is worth $10. I'm going to label it $5. I'm going to give you 20% or 15% of $5. Well, the fucking figure is worth $10, right? So they're being... So number one, the video was about them being double lowballed because the comps are wrong. So I had this like thing where I showed the comps are wrong, and you know, so they're lowballing based on comps, right? And you're like, oh, you don't know their comp? No, they're fucking right here. The comps are like right here. So like I do know their comps. So if you sell them a $30 plus case figure, I don't know what that means. I guess that's like a chase figure or something like that. They label it for $6. Then they give you 25% of that. Then, depending on like the beat up and where, then give you another percentage. Then, if you have overstock, which means like you just don't want it, then you take another percentage. And then they give you credit and then cash, right? So like it's like, do you understand how this calculator works? It's like low ball after low. So like they're not getting, so a generic license figure, let's take Elsa, worth $10. they're going to give you $1.50 for it. So you're already being lowballed at this end. Then they're going to give you 25% of it. Then they're going to give... So you are getting lowballed way beyond what anyone can, like... So I only know minifigs. I don't know, like, these sets and stuff. Because I'm only interested in minifigs. That's what I've only been interested in. Because that's what we carried in my store. That's the only thing. We had some sets and so on, but, like, it was mostly minifigs. Mystery bag minifigs. So if an Elsa is $10, they don't give you $10 for it. They give you notable, like, they give you 2. And then they give you 25% off $2. Then depending on how they condition it, if it's a little dusty, you know. So, like, by the time you're all done, this 2% is actually not 2%. It's more like 0.002%. Because they're just constantly, like, fucking you over. So, number one, they don't want me to call out on that, right? So, their stupid calculator, if you actually run the calculator, you will realize something, like, very bizarre. Like, it doesn't use Bricklink. It doesn't use, like, look at the calculator. This is the calculator for minifigs. So, a generic minifig, Spider-Man, whatever, like, I guess there's a $2 series, incomplete, $1, $1.50, minifigs. Where a $60 minifig is only $6. No, it's not. Sorry, a $30 minifig is only $6. There you go, right? What's that percentage already? So, let's say you have a $50 minifig. Yeah, you're already at 12%. And then they knock you down more, and then more, and more, and more, and more. It was back here, yes. In 2023, it was. It is the official BAM calculator. It says, yeah, so 7 with AJ is a supporter of bricks and minifigs, of course. No, this is the buy calculator. In 2023, maybe your store was newer, but in 2023, these numbers actually match these. This is the white tier, which is actually a bricks and minifigs that was open in 2023. That's them. Right here. So, no, these are actual numbers, actual calculators, actual trade records to the stamp. And this is exactly what they were being paid. So, yeah. No, trust me, I'm too lazy to make this up, guys. Like, I don't even know how to make one of these stupid buy calculators. Look at the minifix things. Okay, let me show you. Okay, let's do some math. Okay, are you guys ready? So let's do a case minifig. Let's do 3 of these. We'll put the so look, if we have 30 plus, so let's say we have free C3PO, the $1,600 ones. Okay, we have one of those. We'll have 3 of those. Condition, we'll call it somewhere. Oh, it's gone down. Oh, wow. Okay. And then we say overstock, yes. And boom, we're down to a cash offer of $8.10. Oh, hold on. Credit $8.10 and $4.05, right? Wow. Fucking amazing. Like, it works. Right? Look at this. And this place is still in business today. They just posted August 6th. Making funny things, right? Yeah, awesome. Still in business today. Look, let's say we got a notable license. Okay, let's see. We got 10 Harry Potter figures here. Let's put the condition at perfect. Overstock. No. Let's delete this one. Okay, for 10 Harry Potter figures, we can offer you $15 credit or $7.50 cash minimal, but the most we can offer you is $10 cash. What? For fucking 10 figures? That's $1 a figure. That's $1 a figure, guys. And that's in perfect condition, no overstock. So again, you know, hey man, like I didn't make this stupid thing. Somebody else did. And it actually spits out numbers, but the numbers are like very low because they're assuming your minifig, your Spider-Man minifig, so just think about this. Like, okay, is it better? So let me ask you another question about these numbers, okay? So number one, what type of person is accepting under 20% of already a very, very low amount of money, right? And I'm going to tell you what type of person. Either they're desperate or they don't know what it's worth, or they're vulnerable individuals, right? I mean, if you have $1,000 of Legos, like just ask this, like who is Brandon? Right? Okay, Patrick, let me explain to you what's going to happen really soon. You know, just so you don't know, right? It is better to not give an offer than to give a 10% offer on an autistic kid's birthday. If they didn't want his Legos, just say, hey, we have overstock. That's not really for us, but go see another Bricks and Minifigs. They might actually want your stuff, which turned out to be true. The idea that you would be making a 2%, 10% offer, you know, the BAM app has this, is incredibly offensive. Like, incredibly offensive, guys. So don't give me that shit where, like, oh, they just give them a low offer because they want them to go away. Is there another option that is better? Yes. Just be honest. We don't want this stuff because we already have it. Do you want to go to another Bricks and Minifigs? Why lie about something like, you know, it's the whole AM McNeff thing. Why keep lying about this? Right? Why do you need a lie? You offered because you wanted to buy for cheap. That's why you offer it. That's why you offered it, right? You offered it because you wanted them to accept the offer. Because if they had said yes to the 116, you would have took it gladly. If you don't want it, don't offer. Just say, hey, this is a really cool stuff. And you could even help them. You could be like, hey, this is a really cool stuff. You could try out this place or this place. Or, you know, and we did that all the time. Motherfuckers saying like, no, you will never find a person in 8 years to say that we lowballed them. We matched every single buy list, the highest buy list you wanted. Like any Magic player, we've never lowballed a single one of them, right? Yes, Robert. Okay. You guys are telling me that there's a built-in system, okay? Right? A built-in system, right? Where the fuck is it? Like, if these systems exist where you're not lowballing the customer, how come I can call a fucking Bricks and Minifig store and they trying to fucking lowball me at 20%? Guys, just think about. Let me put it in perspective. We did a video. I offended a fucking ton of people. Where it's fine, whatever, right? Dude, we have a lot to cover today. Like, listen to what this store owner needs more training, right? He needs more training. Okay, cool. Why does he need more training? Can't he just be honest with us? Why can't you guys give numbers? Where is that? Where is it? When they fucking try to lowball me? 20%? You guys remember the video where they tried to lowball me? I can never find these fucking videos for some reason. No, spineless bed. Now if I call them, they're just going to say, oh, well, you come to the store. Fucking VIP class. Yeah. VIP club, gift cards. Anyway, I could call them today. They're either not going to give me a number or they're going to give me 20%. Right? I don't know. They try to lowball me. Like, it's kind of crazy. People's like, oh, no, we have a new calculator. Fucking the new calculator told them 20%. You know, what do you want me to say? Oh, yeah. Let's take a look at this recording. And then
Do a show when you have
those idiots thought, oh, he's only trying to pick on these guys because they're new. I thought, in my infinite wisdom, that a new store would be really happy to get customers and new inventory, people to come. My mind thought they were going to give me the best offer possible. Right? How would I possibly know? I mean, how would you justify this, AJ? Right? No, I mean, this is a brand new store that just got training from corporate. So we don't need to know. They just got trained by corporate. We know that part of their guideline of opening a new franchise is they need to spend a month of training with AM McNeff, right? We know this. We know this. It's literally in the FDD, right? So these people, before they can do their grand opening and all this stuff, they actually got the most recent training available. Every store will offer the same price. Stores will communicate with each other. Yes, on Slack.
A deeper question we got asked, because like I've genuinely been wondering this myself actually. Which one is suing you, the bricks or the minifigs?
Let me think.
Yeah, so like if anyone just got training, wouldn't it be like a person from a grand opening? He just left AM McNeff, right? He knows exactly what AM McNeff is telling him, right? Yeah, I went through the training in 2024. It was only a week. Well, a week is long enough to like lowball somebody, right? Yeah, they have to make the pilgrims to Amin's.
I think it's basically Ammon, and he's bricks and minifigs, so it's both.
Whoa.
Yeah. He's it's not just, so it's Ammon, Josh, and Brandon.
So it's like a.
So I think it's.
Oh yeah, okay. How do you excuse this, AJ? Okay, AJ's here defending them. How do you excuse this? That the bricks and minifigs Clearwater, their August 1st drop is available tomorrow on August 14th. Like, how do you explain this? How do you defend this? I promise you it's not FedEx. They go to Utah for training. Right? How do you explain this? Like, I don't know like how else to like tell these franchisees they're fucked, but they're fucked. So on the August, they're still calling it the August 1st drop. And they got it 14 days later. Thanks, Billy. Billy's on top of Facebook. How the hell are you going to get something 14 days later and call it the August 1st drop, right? And this is celebration. This is like, wow, we did it, boys. Like, this is sad. This is so sad. It's not just sad for them. It's sad for everybody involved. Could you imagine having a Pokemon 30th anniversary, like pre-release? Everyone's pumped. Everyone's hyped. the biggest event of the year. And then you're like, nah, boys. We gotta have that pre-release 14 days from now. When everyone else has had it. No, Lego store, Walmart, Costco, Target. You name it. You name it. Right? And then you have a 42% review because people are attacking you. Again, I think for no reason, right? Company is theft. Managers are absolutely reprehensible. I certainly don't support a business. Like, how do you defend this? Absolutely shameful, standing over your corporate attorney. The store mocks the theft of an elderly person. Terrible company. This is like July 9th. Fuck, we're still in July. July 20th. No matter who owns the bricks and minifigs and jet, like, this is your fucking business, my friend. Like, how? Okay, so you can defend a lot. Okay, I understand. How can you defend getting a shipment 14 days later and then calling the August 1st drop? Remember, and I think this is one of the biggest defenders, right, of bricks and minifigs. If I'm correct, because I'm reading the, and then you literally can't even have comments on your, so like this stuff here, they would offer $1 a minifig, right? Like all this stuff they're selling, all the minifigs are selling for $10, $20, $30 a minifig. How the hell do you sell this for like $10 when you bought it for $1? Yeah, it's exactly like, it's exactly like a situation where, like, this is Ahmed McNeff. This is not Toy House. You guys don't have Toy House anymore, guys. Let me repeat this again. You don't have Toy House anymore. You can't blame Toy House. Toy House has never missed the August 1st release for you guys. This is your new company, owned and run by Ahmed McNeff. Right? So again, fine. Fine. Defend everything else. Defend this. This is just bad business. This is just bad. The reason they have to lowball you so badly is their business is so bad. You cannot run a business where on the biggest day of release, the guy in charge of releasing it is on vacation. This is why they have to take advantage of autistic kids. This is why on multiple, more than one times, they are targeting people with handicaps to buy their Legos at sub 10% rates. They have to. God forbid they try to sell new Legos where they're not even making any money. So they don't even make any money from this. This is to bring in new customers. In fact, AJ will tell you in the comment section that they don't make money from new. They don't make money from new. They didn't when they were a Toy House, and they don't under this new corporate distribution model. Right? So, like, imagine a scenario where, like, you're not making money anyway. You're just hoping to get people come into your store, so maybe they buy other stuff. And you're 14 days too late. Anyone who wants the Rayquaza already has it. It's been fucking 14 days. They can buy from Amazon, Costco, Lego store. Like, anyone. The margins are bad, T Alarm Warrior, but they deliver on time. Fucking savage, man.
That we will review today occurred on his own private property, an office space in American Fork. Mr. Hazard witnessed a person parked on his property and asked her to leave. When she refused, he took a picture of her license plate and went back inside. At this point, the woman blocked the entrance of his business with her vehicle.
Whoa, what is this? Shout out Lackluster. What's going on here? First 4 minutes, a recap of the recent city council. Oh, this is American Fork. Okay.
Encircled the building, taking pictures through the windows, prompting Mr. Hazard to call 911. Several officers of the American Fork Police Department arrived on scene.
How's it going?
I'm the one that called this lady parked over here, asked her twice to vacate.
Okay.
She then blocked my...
Do you mind just hanging out in there for just a minute? And
Oh,
then,
yeah.
The other officer's on his way too, so he'll come talk to you.
So, walk the entire perimeter, taking pictures all on the inside, invasion of privacy, but I'd like inside it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, hang it on there and then we'll come talk to you.
Unbelievable. I'm literally in town for a training. My husband's on the line because I wasn't sure what to do. I'm in town for a training. I literally went and got Gourmandy's food, and I was like, oh, maybe I can just park here in the shade for a minute. He came out and he asked me, and I probably go, oh, I didn't know it was private property. Happy to move. And the second I said that, he took a picture of my license plate, and I said, hold it. Why are you taking a picture of my license plate? Like I'm leaving. Like I didn't know. There's no signage here. And he started walking off. I said, can I get your name? And he wouldn't give me his name. So I went up to the door and knocked, and he wouldn't answer. And so, yeah, I took some pictures in case, like, the cops came.
Yeah.
It's so weird to me.
Yeah, no, that's all right. What the cops say?
He's right here, babe.
Hello. You mind if I come in?
No.
No? No. Oh, okay.
Why the fuck is he parked in, like, the front? Why is he parked here? Do you guys see how weird? So he's parked, like, literally, like, in front of his door. Why don't you just mind your own business? What the fuck is wrong with these people? Like, an American Fork. Like, I'm not talking about, like, everybody. I'm just talking about some of, like, most of the police officers. Like, okay, so you were sitting in shade, eating instead of eating at the restaurant you ordered food from, you decided to park near this guy's, like, I guess, commercial property and to eat. And then he's like, oh, who are you? And you're like, well, who are you? The guy, I own this place. Okay, cool. Can you find a new place to eat? Maybe the restaurant that you ordered the food from? It's so weird, right? Why did she order food, takeout, and then just park? Like, I don't understand. Like, do you not go home to eat? Like, what the hell's wrong with you? So this woman's story is a little sus to begin with, because, like, whenever I order takeout, I go home to eat. I don't eat it from my car, right? I would just eat at the restaurant.
How can I help you?
Did you call us?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What can we help you with?
So she's been trespassing. I told her twice to vacate. She refused. She then blocked my entrance here. Okay. Went around the entire perimeter.
Yeah. So then instead of leaving, she blocks the entrance. Like, it's kind of weird, right?
Pictures. And I'm a little concerned that once she's been warned twice, that she refused to leave. So instead of leaving, she came right over here and blocked my entrance. That seems highly unusual.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know why. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. So.
Yeah. I would just like her cited for trespassing because she refused to leave.
Okay. How long ago did she get here? You know? Like, how long ago this happen? Did you speak with her at all? Like, what she wanted?
I did.
Okay, if she was a YouTube food reviewer, she would just have moved. Because the food's getting cold, so you wouldn't have just drove around in circles and then parked in front of this guy's, like, entrance, right? It's very bizarre, right? So if she was a YouTuber food reviewer, she would want to eat the food as fast as possible, right? And then she would just move to a new location and not do what she's doing here, where she's just circling around the building.
I asked her very politely to leave. She said, no.
Did she say what she was doing or anything? Or?
No. Oh. And I said, you're trespassing. If you don't leave, I will call the police.
And you don't know her?
No.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. What a waste of your business.
No, you're totally fine.
By the way, I'm a therapist and I work with first responders.
You're good. You're awesome.
I'm so pumped up.
Yeah, you're fine.
So yeah, I did take pictures because I was like, I don't know what this guy's up to and why do you have my license plate?
Yeah.
You took pictures of the building. Because you didn't know what this guy was up to. Why? But do you realize I can take pictures of anyone's license plate in the parking lot, right? You want to know? I could go to Walmart right now and take pictures of like maybe 100 different license plates. What's the point? Yes, he's like, we'll find out more. This is very interesting.
No, that's totally fine.
I don't understand why she would refuse to leave though when she's been notified that she's trespassing.
Yeah, I haven't spoken to her. I was just trying to find you a long
But
time.
to escalate this matter and then come over here and physically block our entrance is a little unusual.
Was she just trying to get in, or I just don't understand what
She came to every window taking pictures.
Yeah, people saying this is normal, guys. This is not normal, guys. It is not normal. Guys, look, I can take pictures of your license plate too. Well, you can take pictures of my license plate. I don't understand. Like, why are you so offended at, like, fuck, I can go to Costco right now and there's at least 1,000 license plates I could take pictures of, right?
Like inside? Like pictures of inside?
So she was here from about a quarter till now.
Okay.
So 35 minutes.
Okay. Did you give dispatch your info? Mm-hmm. So I have to put you on as a complainant. Do you have a license on you? You have a license.
Is there any way you could ask him to delete my information on it?
Yeah.
He doesn't need a picture of my plates.
Yeah.
The reason we have license plates is it has information. I don't know, like, what the hell's going on here. Like I have my license plate, right? Like, it's public. Anyone can look at it.
The officer that's
That's why I stopped, by the way. If he would have just asked me to leave and he was even aggressive about it, I would have left. But him taking a picture of my plates, he doesn't need a picture of my plates.
I already know how American Fork is going to do this. You see, this is the victim. They always blur out the victim, like Josh Johnson, and then the perpetrator, they leave his image, right? So for the American Fork, the person in charge of this is married to the sergeant of American Fork, and she's in charge of, like, redacting stuff, and you already know, like, what the shit's going to hit the fan. Now, again, at this point in time, it's weird. We think it's weird, right? So he's taking pictures of the windows, the doors, and, he took a picture of her license. So he's, like, going around in circles, right? Like, but I already know from just, like, who's being redacted and who's not being redacted what's going to happen next.
That's the kind of stuff that gets people hurt.
right.
I work with trafficking, I work with all sorts of crap. So I'm like, no, you don't need it. Just take it off your phone.
I work with trafficking. I work with all sorts of cops. Whoa.
Oh, and I'm leaving.
Yeah.
So we're putting up signs here this next week. Most people, are very good about, once I let them know that this is private property and trespassing, to go very quickly. She's been the only one in 2.5 years that I've politely come out and asked that has absolutely refused, and then created an obstacle for.
Oh my God! How many police officers are here? Oh, no, I didn't go on beach for vacation. No, I haven't. It's probably the lighting. Hey, BBQ counselor, we're watching your video next.
Business.
What is it? Is this a Wells Fargo still? This isn't the Wells.
This hasn't been a Wells Fargo.
That's what I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's just a private office.
Just your private office.
Oh no! Like, here is another police officer coming down. Like, in American Fork, is there nothing better to do than, like? I'm not saying this is not a issue. It is, but, like, why do you have at least 3 police officers and 3 different cars, right? The first one, he comes there. And he's talking to the woman. Then the second one, he's like, no, I can't talk to you. I'm going to talk to her. I'm going to bring another police officer in a different car. Imagine the gas they spend. Imagine the car insurance. Like, and now it's a third police officer vehicle.
Yeah, it's actually for sale.
Oh, okay.
It's under contract to be car washed someday.
Gotcha. This one's probably going to be the guy doing everything.
Okay.
But we'll speak with her and go from there.
Thanks, BBQ, for the unk alert.
Do you want us just to knock and talk to you, or how do you want us to get in contact with you?
Yeah, just knock and I'll come outside.
Okay. Just on this door?
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Thank you, sir.
The only reason I'm still here is because he was taking a picture of my license plate. I asked him not to. I said, why are you doing that? You need to remove it. And then I asked his name and he wouldn't give me his name. And then I knocked there to just talk to him about it. And he wouldn't answer.
Give me just 1 second.
This is such a Karen. I knocked on the door and I looked at it into every window because he wouldn't talk to me.
I would like to know the current status of this situation, though. Or is she being cited?
I don't know. I'm not the one in charge of it. That's our sergeant right there.
Okay.
Sergeant is speaking with her directly.
Sergeant.
And I have everything on video with her, circling the parameter, and then of course blocking, and then her time over there, my exchange with her that was polite. So, all of which.
Did she say like what her goal was being here? I don't.
Well, she just refused to leave.
Well, let me go speak to my sergeant, and then we'll let you know in just a second, okay?
Dude, American Fork has got to be one of the worst places to live. If the citizens are like this, God, like you got Airbnb, right? Hydro of the police, and then Stolen Lake. Like the Airbnb host, I think he should get a lot more flack for what he did. He locked them out when they were in jail, but he was the one who called them, who put them in jail. You know, like, and apparently he's still on Airbnb. It's like it blows. Like, dude, you do not want to go to this place, American Fork. The police are really aggressive, and they will beat the shit out of you, for no reason. And the citizens themselves seem like really weird. Like, you know, like if I'm eating food, if I'm ordering food to go, I'm bringing it to my home. If I'm not ordering food to go, I'll just eat at the restaurant that I ordered from. I wouldn't take my food to go. I wouldn't order food to go and then drive up to a random guy's home or commercial property for, quote, shade. And then when he told me to move, I would just move and continue eating my food. And it is kind of weird. He took a picture of her license plate. But in my opinion, that's what license plates are meant to do. That's why it's like, it's not like he punched her and then took her ID and then took a picture of her driver's license. License plates are public. That's why they're literally on the front of your car. Or the back of your car, sometimes both. Right? In fact, it is illegal not to have a license plate visible. So, okay, that's kind of weird. And then her response was, I'm going to drive around in circles, and then I'm going to knock on the door, I'm going to look into the windows. This is that one fucking weird person. Like, her response to, like, him taking... Just go home and eat your food.
Alright.
How long you been with the force?
About 5 years.
Okay, then you're familiar with the fact that we, had a child death over here.
Yes.
We also had a hit and run scenario.
Yes.
A child. Oh my God. So people are dying in American Fork. Children. How in the world does the police have like a hit and run? Did they ever catch the guy? It seems like you guys should work on catching the guy if you haven't already.
I removed that ATM machine because there were too many little side deals going on here.
Yeah.
I catch people having sex over here once in a while, so...
Well, they used to steal them over here, too. The ATMs, they would rip them out.
Yeah.
I've had a few of those instances.
So,
Dude, this place is worse than where I live in Humble. Holy fuck. Dude, where's the police? They had a hit and run, and they killed a child. There's people having blank over there all the time, and when he had the ATM machine, people were robbed the ATM machine. Oh, this is worse than Humble. What are the police doing every day?
I've seen a variety of things and tried my best to keep this a very secure scenario, very quiet. But it does concern me when somebody parks and sits in a hidden away corner and then, of course, refuses to leave. But her aggressive behavior afterwards is even more disconcerting.
It's your property.
Yeah. But to block an entrance...
So this is kind of a straw hat argument. You need to get off eating in your food. I'm not going to get one man by you, but you're a fucking idiot. Okay? My argument isn't that you eat at your food, and that's crazy. My argument is you're told to move, you circle around the area, you look into the building, and that's fucking crazy. I hate when people try to counter your argument. Like if I say the sun is out, it is very hot. And then there's like, well, the sun is not out, therefore it cannot be hot. You would never make a good lawyer, my friend. You would make the worst lawyer in the world. The argument isn't just that she's eating food in her car. The argument is she's eating food in her car. She was told to move. She didn't move. She circled around, stopped eating food in her car, started looking at the windows, knocked on the door. That's the argument. You can't just pick one detail, right? Let's say the argument is, it was very sunny, and because it was sunny, I went to the pool. And because the pool didn't have a lifeguard, I almost drowned. Now I'm going to sue you guys, right? But was there a sign that said no lifeguard? And your whole argument, it wasn't that sunny. Get the fuck out of here, man. Get the fuck out of here. Are you a fucking idiot, man? Jesus. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm trying to like get it together here, but like it's really hard. Like, no, the reason that she's crazy isn't because she's eating food, right? Food. Bye-bye. God, I'm going to BJC this thing and just, no, I'll put you in timeout for like what? You want to be in timeout for 24? No, you're one-guying me, right? This guy clearly is one-guying me. And, oh, my argument isn't, no, that is your argument because you are... Oh, God. It feels good to ban timeout. He'll be back tomorrow, guys. Trust me. He'll be back with 10 other troll accounts and making the... We'll watch, like, a different video, and he'll be like, I'm eating the dog. That's like, no one cares about you, dude. You're nobody.
Entrance, which she's been kindly asked to leave, and I asked her at least twice. But all of this I have under video surveillance.
Okay. Yeah, we might want to review that too. Just to verify.
He asked to leave twice, surveillance. He's like, imagine like making a video where you're talking about a woman who's like taking pictures, looking inside the building, and then all you focus on is, oh, I eat food in my car. No one cares, guy. That's what, in the law, that is just your perspective, right? I swear there are probably people eating food in their cars right now as we speak, but none of them are acting like she acts, right?
Verify, but we'll come and talk to you, okay?
Mr. Hazard goes back inside as Goodale arrives on scene, and while on the outside...
Now we have 3 police officers in 3 different cars. Could they not, like, carpool? Like, what's going on here? Like,
he looks like a little guy. I assure you, he has a very big ego.
Oh,
I'm a
no.
little guy. My hands are little, and my feet are too small. My shoulders slope down.
Oh, no.
What was your name, ma'am?
Corey Lynn.
Corey Lynn?
Yeah, Bartley.
Bartley. Okay, you go by Corey Lynn?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, here's the deal. I'm sorry that you ran into one of American Fork's greatest a-holes.
Yeah.
Okay? We're not going to hem you up and make you stay here any longer.
Okay.
So just go enjoy your day. Don't expect anything to come from this for you, okay?
Sorry that was such a waste of your time.
Oh, it's not.
I was literally trying to figure out what to do.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry that Chance put you here. So.
And you guys are amazing.
Wait. This motherfucker said, like, that guy's American Fork's greatest a-hole? He's police. He's supposed to be neutral. Well, let me replay this again. Holy shit.
Into one of American Fork's greatest a-holes.
Yeah.
Okay? We're not going to hem you up and make you stay here any longer.
Okay.
So just go enjoy your day. Don't expect anything to come from this for you, okay?
Sorry that was such a waste of your time.
Oh, it's not.
I was literally trying to figure out what to do.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry that chance put you here. So
And you guys are amazing. Like, I'm literally, like, I'm down the street doing, I'm a therapist, and I'm a trauma specialist.
She should lose her job. She's a trauma specialist? This woman is a trauma specialist? Hold on a second. What? She's a trauma specialist who works with the police? What? Dude, this is one of the times that if you see a public video about somebody, they shouldn't have that job, right? They should not have that job, right? They shouldn't have it. She should not be a trauma specialist, okay? It's too weird, it's too creepy, and it just doesn't make sense for her to have that job title.
Specialist, and I work with first responders all the time, and I'm like, wow, this is like really ironic.
yeah.
I feel traumatized by it. It's like, I've never had anything like that happen. It's like, dude.
I also have never had anyone drive around my like business and take photos and look into the business. I owned my Pokemon card store for 8 years. If I thought somebody was doing that, I know they're casing my store to rob it. Like,
He was really aggressive.
Well, if everything goes according to plan, I will traumatize him for you, okay?
I will traumatize him for you. Thank you. I will traumatize him for you. Oh my god. And then you got AJ in chat. Police good. Police good. What did AJ say? He said something really stupid. What did AJ say in chat? He was like, "Oh, he's doing this to cops is just emphasizing with her to get her to leave without further confrontation. So I will traumatize him for you, okay? That's trying to convince her to leave. Common police tactic. Common police tactic. Of course, we won't post this on YouTube, and everyone knows her face, everyone knows this guy. Like, that's not going to traumatize her at all. If she thinks this is traumatic, wait till she learns that the internet... Wait till she learns she's on a lackluster video, and 20 hours ago, it's got... This is going to hit 1 million. This should hit 1 million because it's American Fork. So if this is traumatic... I can only imagine what she's going to feel when she realizes this video is public. Public.
Thank you.
Yeah, you bet.
He doesn't need, what I was telling Officer Christensen is, like, if he would have just, like, erased my stuff off his phone, like, I work with so many victims of violence and so many, like, trafficked people.
Not anymore, baby. Not any fucking more. The internet is always going to win. The internet is always going to win. And now everyone knows. I mean, Lackluster's video has your full name, where you work. I think she's saying she works down the street. Like, again, I don't have to, like... This is like the whole franchisee thing. Like, I don't need to spell it out for you guys. They've already texted their own location to you. So it's like, okay, if they share a text with their own location, is that like... You know, like, again, this is the whole thing. It's like crazy, right? It's crazy.
Everything. So the reason I parked here, by the way, is I was parked over there. I parked here just to knock on the door, and I was knocking on the door, and he's just standing there, and I just wanted to talk to him, see if I could, kind of calm him down, because I'm a therapist. Kind of like, hey, what's that about? Like, I'm really leaving, but I don't really...
Not for longer. Not for much long. Trauma therapist is trying to calm things down by knocking on doors, taking pictures of the windows. She just looks like she shouldn't have that job. Like, God, man. I would not want her to be my trauma therapist or therapist at all, right?
Really feel comfortable with you having my license plate on your phone.
Despite the fact that the woman was obviously trespassing, had been warned multiple times, and still failed to leave.
Dude, Lackluster is like a professional here, okay? So that's Lackluster, his audio. Dude, there's no way anyone thinks, like, this is like how you should be behaving.
The officers refused to cite her.
Anyway, thank you guys. Thank you.
Of course.
Have a better day.
No trespass. But they, you know who they will, you know, imagine, let me put it this way. Imagine this is Reckless Ben. Imagine Reckless Ben was, just come on, imagine this. Imagine Reckless Ben was like going around and around, right? And around, right? And taking photos of like the inside of, you know, bricks and minifigs. Imagine Reckless Ben was like outside Amin's window and taking photos of it. They got him for trespass in a common space. Okay? A common space. It seems like their definition of trespass really depends on the person.
Better day.
Maybe
So
talk to
sorry.
some of your coworkers about it.
I know.
Do you think if this was Reckless Ben and Reckless Ben was the one that they caught, do you not think they would throw him in jail?
I'm gonna go get therapy.
Perfect.
I'm serious.
Perfect. Hello. Oh, excuse me. Sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't realize you were coming out.
Oh, that's all right. How can I help you?
Okay, so you came out to talk to the lady in the car, right?
Yes.
Okay. Have you already identified to that officer?
Yes.
Talk to you?
And on dispatch.
Okay. All right. So I think kind of what happened here is it's a little difficult to tell where a property starts and stops, or
Yeah, I have signage going in on Wednesday next week, but my concern was when she, you know, when I came out the front door and addressed the issue with her and just told her very nicely and politely, I said, "You just
Dude, this guy is tiny. What is he, like 5'2"? Dude, yeah, I thought, like, I skipped that part when he's making fun of how tiny he is. But no joke, this guy is really tiny. Is that why he's so aggressive?
you know, can I help you?" That's how I open up every conversation. And I don't do this with the entire parking lot, but, you know, let her know, "Hey, you know what, you're trespassing." She just goes, "I'm going to just hang out here for a while and eat lunch." And I said, "I just need you to leave in the next few minutes." So, and then she said, "I refuse." And then when I walked back, she started yelling at me, and then she got out of her car, she blocked my entrance, and started taking pictures all throughout the perimeter, and that seems like an unusual, perhaps citable offense, especially when she was asked twice to leave.
Yeah, come on. Dude, how is this not trespass, but what Reckless Ben did was trespass? They asked Ben one time to leave, and he left. And he and Sheldon just like, okay, we're gone.
Well, we're not going to cite her.
Okay.
Okay. We're not going to do anything like that. If, to be honest with you, based on the conversations that were had and speaking with people, you almost got cited for
No, you almost got cited. What the fuck? Whoa, that's like if they almost cited Amin McNeff. Like, no, Reckless Ben is innocent. You, Amin McNeff, business owner. Whoa. What the fuck? He should lose his job too. No, I don't mind saying it. These people should lose their jobs. And that, I guess that offends some people when you say it. But like, they're not very good at their jobs, right? B, they lie a lot, which is, again, not very good at their jobs. And C, like, this is not acceptable to... No, so... He's gonna cite the owner of the property for trespass? Wait, no, public disorderly conduct. Why? He was, like, literally in his building the entire time and wouldn't go out his building. What?
Conduct, okay, for causing an alarm and being verbally aggressive towards her.
Okay, I can show you the video, okay, but there was no verbal aggression, so what would you like me to do if somebody's here and, because I catch people doing deals, having sex over here, so what would you like me to do in those situations?
Well, those sound like real crimes. Maybe contact the police for those.
Okay, well, so I am not allowed on my own property to politely ask.
Oh, nobody said that. Yeah, nobody said that.
Okay, where do you see me being disorderly? Just curious.
Just the way that the conversation happened, where it was yelling at her, telling her to leave, that this is.
I don't yell. Yeah, I don't yell.
Okay. Well, regardless, okay, you have to conduct yourself in a professional, polite manner, even standing.
No,
in your
you
own
don't.
front.
No, you don't. That's not where you get disorderly public conduct from. Okay, come on. Oh my God. What? How is this guy? Is he a sergeant? Is this the sergeant married to the police record person like Stowers? Who is this guy? Is this Sergeant Stowers?
Front yard, screaming at people. You can be silent.
I don't scream. So I always say, how can I help you?
Right.
But there was screaming, and it was done by her.
Okay.
So, my concern is, should I not, reach out to you anymore as a department to help facilitate this situation over here? Like I shared with the other officer, There's been 2 deaths on this site. So there's, things that happen sometimes. But this little nook over here in that corner seems to be, whenever somebody wants to be clandestine and do something wrong, I find them, like I told you, doing drug deals, doing sex. I'm a former school teacher and principal, so I'm not the kind of...
Now, this is Greg. Greg, right? This is Greg. So this is Greg. Remember, we first met him when he was on the American Fork Council video, saying, like, they had to apologize to him not once, but twice. For the first time, I believe a police officer was parked in the handicapped, probably one of these places, and he asked them to move, and they wouldn't move, and they got Greg for trespass. Holy shit, at his own location. And now, this must be the second time that they had to apologize.
Kind of guy that's just coming over here to cause problems.
Okay.
So I have a very even demeanor.
Okay, so it seems like, given your experience in history, that you should know that those are more serious offenses that would warrant contacting the police for, right? So saying that...
So I don't know until I approach.
I would just call before.
Yeah,
just call before and let us come over. And
on any random scenario, it could waste a lot of police resources.
Well, once you get your...
These people are like, we got time to waste, baby. We got time to waste. It's only your tax dollars that we're wasting. Why does there need to be 3 of them here? I don't really understand that, but okay.
Signage up, I'm sure a lot of that's going to go away. But going and confronting somebody, it's never a good thing. Even if you have legitimate purpose, they're on your property, it's always better just to call us and let us come deal with it rather than end up in a situation or deal with somebody that you don't want to end up dealing with. Find somebody that is doing something wrong and they don't want to get caught.
It's not safe for you.
It's not safe. So
I never know until I come over there. When they're right here, I don't bother this situation. But when they're over there in the far corner, then that concerns me. Generally, somebody's doing something where they want to be clandestine or hidden. And so, we'd like to know.
Was it you that put the pylons, the posts?
Mm-hmm.
Was it too many people coming through, or?
So I removed the ATM that was there. There was 150 people a day coming to that, and then people would cross over here that were strangers, and to turn left, and so it was a lot of random traffic that brought a lot of just strange people to the facility. So
what is it that you guys do here?
It's just a private office, but
it's not even like a bank anymore.
No, it's under contract with the city for a special purpose car wash. It's been under contract for over a year. So it's just...
So you're making it a car wash?
I'm not, but there's a large car wash company in the state of Utah that's under contract to buy it, and they're just working with the city on...
So you're going to be selling the land?
It's already sold, yeah.
Oh.
So they're just waiting to get their ducks in a row.
Okay. Well, is there anything else we can do for you?
No, I'm just a little concerned with the...
They reverse Uno'd it. So the guy calls about the police for trespass for the woman. The woman's like, oh, no, couldn't be you. You work with the police. And then they're like, we're gonna get you on disorderly public conduct. All right, yeah, something like that.
So if it's got a post and the paint on the ground, we can enforce hand.
Disabled kids. Why, when there's no emergency situation, do you guys?
Oh, hold on.
So I talked to you the other day. I'm over at the bank building.
1 month after the trespassing interaction, Mr. Hazard approached Officer Goodale to speak to him about parking in a handicap spot at
Shit! The handicap spot was the second one. Oh, it's a little guy again. Oh my god, this is so bad. I thought the timeline was the handicap thing happened before, and that's why they were all pissed at him and stuff. And he was like, "Oh, he's the biggest asshole in American Fork." But no, the timeline is reversed. They already thought he was the biggest asshole in American Fork. Then they treated him poorly, and now he's asking why you guys parked out, hanging out at the handicap place. Oh, this is so bad, guys. Oh, man. Let's see what happens.
At the courthouse.
What's up? So I talked to you the other day. I'm over at the bank building.
Oh, this happened just a day later? This happened literally a day later. And this is, oh, man.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. So, what's the, I don't understand why there's just, and I talked to you 2 years ago, too, on State Street. How come, I have 2 disabled kids.
Yeah.
Why, when there's no emergency situation, do you guys arbitrarily use this parking spot? It's meant for the handicapped and the disabled.
Okay. I understand that, but
do you understand that? Like, okay, so the timeline is the reason they think he's an asshole is 2 years ago, because he has 2 disabled kids. He must have like wanted to park in the handicap, and then there was just police there.
But this is in the secured police parking area, and the public isn't to park over here anyway. We can't enforce parking on private property unless it's a handicap spot.
So it's only been secure for about 3 or 4 months. I've been taking documented video for about 2 years.
No! The documented video is happening.
From your building over there?
No, just coming by every day, which really doesn't matter, but I'm just wondering, so you feel like you're entitled even though there's a non-emergency situation?
Okay. It's not entitlement, okay? It's the fact that this is private property. Okay?
It's not. It belongs to the city. It belongs to the taxpayers.
Well, the city owns it. The city owns this property.
Right.
Okay, so it's reserved for disabled only.
Okay.
But I don't understand why you feel...
Obviously, it's because the police officer is disabled. If I were the police officer, I'd be like, look at me. I'm fucking disabled. Duh, right? I'd be like, okay. I got, Jesus Christ. Like, could you imagine the police just doing this every day, and they feel entitled, and then their argument is, well, we got this change over 3 months ago. Well, you've been doing it for the last 2 years.
Like, you take the place of disabled and the most
Do you know if I'm disabled, or you're assuming I'm not?
I knew it! Guys, I have not seen this video. I knew he would say he's disabled. Did I not predict that? Dude, I have not seen this video. I knew 100% he would make the I'm a disabled argument. 100%, I bet you. I knew it like so far away, guys. That like this would be the argument. Because the people in the police department in American Fork are really stupid. Like, really, really stupid. Instead of moving their car, which is it? Instead of like, this is the Almond McNeff like PR thing. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to move my car, and we're not going to park there next time. Boom. Problem solved. Did you know if I'm disabled? Well, I hope not. You're a police officer, right? No pre-wash. Yeah. Guys, holy guys, this is so fucking bad, guys. Like, No, instead of like doing what normal people would do in the circumstance, instead of giving, hey, Brian Menzel, we don't know what the hell you're talking about. I'm going to spend resources, I'm going to spend time, and we're going to figure this out. And what's your phone number? Here's my phone number. Let's contact. Let's figure this out. Oh, we're wrong. We made a mistake. There was consignment in the store when we took it over. Here's your money back. Boom, done. Problem solved. Please. Oh God, man. We're sorry. You caught us in the handicap place. We really shouldn't be parking there because it is handicap. We don't really have any excuses. Let me move now, and I'll be sure to be more careful in the future. Bam, done. Do you know if I'm disabled? I really hope not. If you're a police officer, I really hope not, like, mentally disabled, right? Like this is why. How can the argument be? How can this argument be this, right?
So if you're disabled, is that you would normally have something hanging from your mirror, right?
Yes, correct.
Maybe, but you would be
maybe. he instead of like saying, "Oh, I'm not disabled. You got me. Okay, you got me." He's like, "I'm disabled." What the fuck is wrong with these people? Yeah, should he be armed? Should he be harassing you? And he's like, well, if you are disabled, wouldn't you have like a disabled thing from your thing? He's like, maybe not. He doubles down again. Instead of like, oh, you're right, I'm not disabled. You got me. You got me. I parked in the handicapped. You got me. Okay, problem solved. Double down one. I'm disabled. Why don't you have a sign? Double down two. I don't need a sign.
be assuming that I was not disabled.
Are you telling me that
you're assuming I'm not disabled? This fucking idiot. Oh my god. Oh my god. What is wrong with this guy? Like, I'm not talking about Greg. I'm talking about the other fucking guy. Dude, what is wrong with this guy? Can't you just say, I made a mistake. I shouldn't be parking in a handicap place. I'm sorry. I'm going to move my car. Instead, he's willing to double down about being disabled. Oh, you don't have a sign? I don't need a sign. I'm disabled. Do you think a disabled person would be able to put up a sign on his window? Like, come on.
that you are?
I don't have to tell you if I am.
I don't have to tell you that. Oh my god, what the fuck is wrong? Oh my god, no. Like, Greg is smiling. Because, like, he actually has disabled children. So he knows, like, the policies. Right? So, like, out of all the people to argue about being disabled to, you're arguing about, like, an ex-vice principal with 2 disabled kids. Like, there could literally be no worse person this guy could be arguing that he's disabled to. Like, literally, like, how could you find a worse person to argue this with than a father of 2 disabled kids?
I'm just asking.
I'm really puzzled.
So Greg is like, he's so baffled. He's so baffled by this.
That you wouldn't want to share that with me, because I'm a concerned citizen wondering why, because you're not the only one that parks here.
Right.
And you do have somebody here that is using a handicap placard. Did you know that?
Yeah.
So why would you take the place when you have one of your own fellow staff members?
They're not in on Friday.
I'm just curious.
Well, I just answered it. They're not in on Friday.
What if they had to come in?
There are multiple other places. This really seems like a concern that you shouldn't have.
It's something I'm bringing up with the mayor. I'll be there at the city council meeting. But I am concerned that, that the American Fork Police Department and certain members do not feel that the certain laws don't apply to them. And
I
so,
see. Okay.
And the fact that you don't want to share with me that either you're disabled or not.
Not only is he saying he's disabled because multiple police officers parked there, he's saying the whole he's saying the entire American Fork Police Department is disabled. Do you guys understand how? Because there's multiple cars parked there, like he's showing like multiple cars. There's a bicycle, right? So there's multiple police officers who are using the handicap place, and not only is he saying I'm using it because I may be disabled, but you'll never find out. He's also saying like everyone who parks here could also be disabled. The entire police department, according to this guy. His argument is the entire police department is disabled. Like mentally disabled. It's gotta be mental, right? Because they can walk fine and do. I don't know what other handicaps they may have. Because like when Greg is showing, like he's showing a bicycle. There's like multiple, like there's multiple police. It's not one car, okay? It's like a lot of them. Look. It's like look. It's two cars right here, from his point of view. But then Greg has like other videos of them, like a bike was disabled. So like, it's not just that one little guy's disabled. It's like a whole fucking force is disabled. Oh my god. So the argument is even so the doubling down has gotten to like such a point where it's like even like it's like Greg is like so baffled at this point. Any logical human being would just be like, just move your car. Right? That would be like, okay. So they double down and he's like, you do know I'm disabled or not? Why don't you have a sign saying you're disabled? I don't need that sign. But I could be disabled. And then you got, again, this is happening in real time. You have multiple police officers. And he's like, okay, well, don't you have, like... Then, like, okay, fine. Then, like, you don't move your car. What about this guy? Is he also disabled? What about the guy on the bike? Is he also disabled? Like, holy, like, there's, like, 20 cars parking here. Are they all disabled? And the guy's like, yep. Yep.
Because I'm allowed to. And it is the patrol parking area. There is that disabled employee that you may be talking about doesn't park there on Fridays, so it is not a hindrance or issue for that. That is not a.
So if disabled people are not coming, and you know, I'll be honest, I go to the Carter's, and there's a lot of like I want to park in the disabled place because I see that it's really empty. Let's say there's like 3 disabled places at Carter's, and there's not one disabled person parking. Could I just park in the disabled place? Because then there at least have 2 other. Like in this logic, right? Then we all should be able to park in disabled places because the disabled person isn't there. Like every citizen should just park in disabled places whenever they see an empty place because obviously the person is not there. So his argument of like, oh, I can park here because the disabled person isn't here today. Well, I want to park at the Carter's. I mean, there's 3 places. Why didn't, I mean, if they were here, they would park in other 2 places.
Not a public access to the courthouse. That spot should have never been made a handicap spot in the first place.
No, but that wasn't his decision. Again, this is what, you have the government for, right? This is why you have lawyers for. It's not the police to determine what's a handicap spot and not.
Okay, but it is.
Sure.
So, and the city placed it there. So you're saying that it doesn't apply to you because the city put it there, but you're allowed to no matter what because you make your own decisions?
Those are your words, sir.
No, you just said that the city shouldn't have made it a handicap spot.
That is true. They should not have. But it is.
And why is that?
So, imagine your argument when the police pull you over or give you a ticket. Oh, well, the city should not have made this a handicap spot. Okay.
I don't know.
You just said those words. I'm trying to ask you why you feel that way.
It's okay.
Well, why do you feel that way?
Is your only concern the parking in a handicap spot?
My concern is
that your only thing?
You're to protect and serve. The disabled and handicapped in this community are people.
Oh God, I understand what's happening now. In this area, in the Utah province or county, they're taught to take advantage of disabled, elderly, autistic. What if I told you I could tell you an amazing story? It would make Bricks and Minifigs look way, way worse than anything that you've heard so far. And it involves a disabled individual who was taken advantage of by Bricks and Minifigs. An individual who loves Lego. An individual who goes to Bricks and Minifigs and spends his mom's money on new Lego sets. An individual who I would describe as an ideal customer. I would be happy to have him at my store. And what if I told you what happened to him and how much of a lowball offer he received? And what if I told you it wasn't the first time? It seems like people from this area in Utah have this they seem to really want to exploit old people, disabled people, handicapped people, autistic people. I can tell you, in my 8 years of owning a store, we've never had a situation where we lowballed anyone. You cannot find anyone online saying I lowballed them because they are told, find the highest price you can find, and Magic is called a buy list. We didn't really buy Pokemon cards, but we bought a lot of Magic. And then we'll match the offer, or we give you 5%. We'll give you that much in cash, cardkingdom.com in cash, and we'll give you another 5 to 10% in store credit if you want it. And if somebody who was autistic, who was disabled, came in, I tell you, we treated them better. Right? If there was something they wanted, we had this individual who, again, you don't really know, but you kind of know. You're not gonna really be you're just gonna be excited. No, there was one set that he really liked, and I went online and bought everything on the set. It was Homeland. So if you remember the MTG Lions Day, you might remember the Homeland saga, right? Why do I have so much Homeland collection? Because he was trying to build his set, and we didn't have the cards in, so I ordered them online, and I just gave it to him. So I ordered the set on TCG. We were doing a lot of TCG Player at the time. I just added to one of my orders, and then so he could complete his set. In fact, I actually have completed sets of his that I purchased for full retail value. It's still downstairs. It was Dark Ascension. It was some other stuff. And again, you never really know if they're, what's their IQ. This doesn't come in conversation. You're just talking about the game. And he was a set builder. I have completed sets downstairs, and then when it came time to sell this completed set, I gave him full on TCG player value, right? Just whatever, not even buy list value, because the buy lists on newer sets weren't that good at the time. So I don't understand why they have to treat people with handicaps even worse. And again, I'm not saying that you should treat them better, right? But often they are very good customers, and again, what part of that was he's a repeat customer, what part of that was I wanted to treat him better because I wanted to help him a little bit. I've never seen a scenario where you treat people worse because they're autistic or they're handicapped, or the only scenario I've ever seen is in Bricks and Minifigs and in this. That they are specifically treating people worse who are elderly, don't have knowledge about the product, are handicapped, have mental disabilities, to the point that the police of this location actively parks, and they're so egotistic about it, right? They treat them so poorly. It never even comes across the police that he should move his car. That was never a solution. The better solution was to pretend he's handicapped and pretend the whole police department is handicapped. That was the so if you had two solutions here, okay, A, don't park in a handicapped place because they might need it, or B, say the whole police department is handicapped, you'd rather go with B. If there was two solutions, echo-based network, and A was, it's an autistic son and his mom, and they're buying from you, so they're a current customer, they want to sell you this figure. If you don't want to buy the figure, great, fine. I get that argument. You don't want to buy the figure. But like when you lowball somebody who is vulnerable, you're taking advantage of somebody in a position. So I don't get the I understand the argument people are trying to make. Oh, well, they don't want the figure. Fine. If you don't want the figures, don't give an offer. Right? Because then they can never accept the offer. They're giving these lowball figures because people are taking the offers, even at 2%. I'm here to tell you, a lot of the people they lowball are mentally handicapped. That's my statement. It's going to blow your minds away, but that's my statement. A lot of the people they are targeting, specific bricks and minifig franchisees, the reason you see 20%, 10%, 5%, 2%, 2.4%, the reason that you're seeing these really crazy numbers, that is insanely offensive, in my opinion, offensive numbers, and then somebody accepted it. So when I ask you the question, who's going to take a 2% offer? The answer is somebody who's in a vulnerable position. Either desperate for money, either mentally handicapped, either has no knowledge what their Legos are worth, which is a vulnerable position to be when you're trying to sell your Legos. And instead of telling them, hey, your Legos are actually worth $2,000, we can only offer you $20 or $40. Instead of telling them that, because if you told them that, they wouldn't sell you the Lego set. If you didn't make them a lowball offer, how would they get? So the argument that these bricks and minifigs people are making, many franchisees, is, oh, I didn't want the set, so I offered him a lowball so he would go away. No, that's not why you lowballed them. You lowballed them because you thought he would take the offer. And I can prove this in the Excel spreadsheets. So again, all you need to know is this guy's behavior. He would rather call himself mentally handicapped or handicapped. He doesn't understand how difficult being handicapped is. He would rather pretend to be handicapped and then tell him, hey, all of our police force is handicapped, than just move his car. Going back to the one known case, the autistic case, he would rather lowball an autistic child and his mom on his birthday, the autistic child's birthday, than say, hey, your set is worth $1,000. Here are some comps in your set. We don't really need your set today, but I'm sure that, like, given that your set is worth so much, you'll be able to take it to another store. If somebody doesn't buy from me, guess what? I still tell them what I think the collection is worth. That is my duty as a store, to inform and educate my audience on product that we carry. That is the bricks and minifigs duty, in my personal opinion. So instead of turning somebody, so like it's one thing to say, hey, that's not for me, but just in case you wanted to know, this is a $1,000 set. This is worth $1,000. You should be expecting to get $400 to $500 for it. Just be careful who you talk to, and let us know how it becomes. And here's like a free birthday present for you. Yeah, you love the SpongeBob set. Well, we got a new SpongeBob. You know, like you bought $200 from us. This is our gift to you. That's not what happened, because that's not what they wanted to happen. The reason that you see a list of people who have, like, this is a trade-in at 20% and less is because they said yes. Now, who's going to say yes to a trade-in at 20% or less? You guessed it. A, people who don't know what their Lego's worth, and B, people who are mentally handicapped. They specifically lowball these individuals. And it's really, really sad, guys. It is really, really sad, right? And and when you call them out on it, they get all very up. I tell you, this gets them more upset than anything else in life.
People that can't protect themselves. Right. So
exactly. People who cannot protect themselves. People who don't know their value of their Legos. People who are vulnerable because they don't really understand what's going on, or, you know, like...
For some reason, and I'm not the only one that feels this way, I have a child that has attended a special needs school just down the street at Greenwood Elementary. Okay, that is handicapped. Right. Okay, so when me and other parents drive by here and we see those that are supposed to protect and serve, especially the most needy.
And I think that's what pisses me off most about the Bricks and Minifig franchisees. They're lowballing. Like, it's fucking sad, because, like, they talk about community and family, and fuck it, like, you know, if you're taking advantage of an autistic child, I go, again, I'm saying this, I'm not trying to pick on Christopher. I think Christopher's great, and if everyone wants to hit me up, I got him, right? But, like, it really makes me sad. It really makes me, like, really sad and angry that, like, they would, like, pick on people. All these lowball offers are being sent to people who need the money the most. Who, you know, like Christopher, he has a reason for the money. Brian Menzel, he has a reason for the money for his grandkids, and it's really upsetting that, like, if you are, quote, a community leader, and you're this, like, and you look at the shit they talk about me in the Slack. So the solution isn't everyone should say, hey, we pay 40%. And that's still fucking low. But, like, the solution isn't to say we pay 50%, come in and we'll help you out. The solution is no one should say any number. They should have better training and never mention a number. I think you know, it's who takes a 20% offer? Who takes a 2% offer? Who takes a 5% offer, guys? Who would take that offer? Just think about it. Just think about it. It's just sad.
Park here in a non-emergency situation. It's unfortunate.
So you're offended that my car is there?
I just think that
they're so mad at me, they throw a fit, and I have to delete multiple videos. I had to take some time off because I'm so angry. I had to private live streams. Like, we weren't, like, it wasn't I took a break and I went to the beach and had fun. It was like we had to clean up certain things, and, like, you know, like, the solution is to not park in a handicapped place. If the place is not supposed to be handicapped, then get the city to change it and wait until the city changes it and removes the handicap. The solution is so simple. The solution to Bricks and Minifigs isn't to not say any numbers at all when somebody calls. It's to say 50, 60%. And it is mind-boggling how evil some of these franchisees can be when the solution is so obvious. The solution is, if an autistic son and his mom come in, you give them 60%. You give them those, you trade them in at 50 or 60%. Because you know what? Another Bricks and Minifigs just did it down the road. They just did that. But they will die defending their 10% offer. They would rather burn everything down to defend their lowball offers than to like actually fix the problem. The problem is very simple. The problem is your new Lego should have 40% margins. BAM should be giving you 40% on new. They should be delivering on time. You shouldn't be forced to lowball to survive. The solution is when an autistic child comes in, or somebody who's mentally handicapped, you have a parking spot for them. There's no police officers there. They park. They come in. You sit there, you talk to them about what do they like about Lego, what's your favorite set, this is my favorite. How can you talk about community and then as much as they do? Okay, I mean, let's take a look. Let's take a look. Fuck. Let's just do it. I've been told not to do this. But how can you talk? Let's see their Facebook page. Let me make sure that like no one has a doubt like why this is like so upsetting to me. Let's take a look at their Facebook page and great work for Echo. Like let me confirm that this is them. Let me make sure without shadow of a doubt.
Did you spend any money in that?
Bricks and Minifigs Tucson on Broadway. Okay? Let's make sure without a doubt that we are talking about the right place. East Broadway Boulevard, right? That's them? Like, we agree? That's them? Right? Yes, East Broadway Boulevard, right? Like, you guys agree? That's them? Oh, they're under new management now. Okay, that's interesting. I did not know that. Oh, okay. So their page has now been banned. Okay, great. Okay, their page is now banned. Okay. But it's not even like being mad about it. It's like how can I say it? Like, it just makes me feel sad that we live in a society where like, again, and instead of saying we're lowballing you or hey, we don't want the set, they make up an excuse. It's almost like the one guy who steals your Lego and then it's fake. Right? Oh, the excuse I stole your Lego, it's fake. Then they tell the person the reason that we're lowballing you, that the offer is so low, is we have to rebuild the set. That's not true. The set is dusty. Again, I don't know about Legos, but I'll listen to what Echo Base Network has to say. Echo Base Network says the set does not have to be rebuilt. So it's a scenario where you're treating people very poorly, then you lie about why you're treating them so poorly. And when confronted again and again, you just continue to double down on your lies. I think this is why it's so offensive to me. Is like, it's okay to make a mistake and improve. You know how Bricks and Minifigs are always talking about, oh, we're going to improve, we're going to improve. You cannot improve until you admit that you made a mistake.
That you feel like you're above the law.
Oh, not at all.
So why is that?
Because the laws apply to everybody. That's why I'm not above.
Yeah. So why are you parking there?
I'm allowed to park here.
Officer Goodale's gaslighting about the parking space, nobody being above the law, and him being allowed to park there, while nobody else is, would be truly hilarious if Officer Goodale were intelligent enough to understand the irony. However, it appears the officer is simply stupid and doesn't understand at all that he just said that the laws apply to everybody except him.
Yes. There's some, like, I don't want to say it's all stupidity, because I think some of it is very intentional. But there's some, like, something wrong with, like, everyone in Bricks and Minifig. Now, again, when I say everyone, I don't mean, like, every franchise. But there's something wrong with, like, there's something, like, really, really evil about the model. That, like, when we were doing Lego and Pokemon, we had 40% margins on new. Magic, 40% margin. Magic was very popular back then. 40% margins on new. So we don't need to rely on lowballing people because most of our money came from new, right? We did have some events and things of that nature. But like most of our revenue, our profit came from new. We were in sold Funkos and we made, so like you're in a business model where you have to lowball people. You don't have a choice to pay yourself, which a lot of them don't even pay themselves. Like, if you're making no money from new, then you must be making everything from used. I was never in a position, because all we sold was mostly new. Now, we have singles and stuff like that, yeah, fine. But I would probably say 70 to 75% of all of our revenue and our profit was new. It's because we buy from a distributor at $6, and then we put it, and the MSRP is $10. Then we sell it. We don't need to buy, if we didn't buy a single used, we didn't need to buy it. Many times we were buying used to help our customers buy new. Right? It was like a trade. Or a gift card or something like that. This model has been designed that like you cannot run a business to even pay yourself unless you're just ripping people off.
I think at this point, seriously, you need to be done. Okay.
Oh, I'm all done. I just wanted to ask your opinion.
No, it's okay. You need to leave and not return.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask you. I'm glad that you were able to explain your point. But
right now, you need to leave and not return. Your return here will result in you being charged with trespassing, okay?
So making an inquiry on this is a threat for...
I never said that. What I'm saying is that I'm happy to answer questions. I'm happy to talk to you. I'm not out here to be confrontational.
Oh, I'm not being confrontational,
sir,
or aggressive.
Every single time we deal with you,
And let me ask you a simple question. Like, this is going to blow your mind. If Bricks and Minifigs was transparent, and why do they prevent people from taking cameras in? Why do they not let people like film the trade-in deals? So in Pokemon, every fucking vendor is live streaming their deals. Right? Some of them offer 70%, 60%. Even those guys are live streaming the deals they make for content. Why in every single Bricks and Minifigs do they not allow you to film? Think about this. They don't let you film your trade-ins. They don't let you film when you sell. But you look at Pokemon, you look at One Piece, you look at other like vendors, like at conventions. This is a convention this week. There's a convention today. They are publicly showing you trade deals nonstop. This RJS guy is spending $1 million, and he shows you every deal. He shows you what he paid for it, how he got to the comp, and he's not alone. There are thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, of Pokemon content creators. All they do is show you what they bought something at, what they sold it for. Like, why would Bricks and Minifigs not want this content? Why does Bricks and Minifigs not have a single piece of content where they're showing that people are getting good deals? Like, and this content, he shows you every single deal. He shows you every single hand. This is not atypical. This is typical Pokemon content. In fact, in Coop's cards, he gives cards away, and that's his whole, I'm a good guy. How come Bricks and Minifigs doesn't have a single content creator on YouTube that's doing like what this guy is doing, like giving cards away, helping people, he's literally live streaming as we're talking right now. He's literally on live stream with more viewers than we are than right now. Like, he's helping kids for free. Like this content here for free. He's giving cards away to kids. It helps him. Like, I don't understand. Like, it helps him. He gets 9 million views. He gets sponsorship deals. Like, it's like, what are they doing?
You are confrontational.
I only talked to you once.
That's not true.
Yeah, I only talked to you one time.
That is not true.
When is the other time?
I have dealt with you multiple times.
I've dealt with you one time on the main street and asking you about this very situation.
Correct.
Yeah, 2 years ago.
Okay.
And I have it on video. You yelled and screamed at me.
I did not yell and scream.
I have it on video.
Okay. Have a good day, sir. Please leave the property.
I will. Thank you.
Oh, wow. The whole handicap. Wow, the whole department's handicapped. Hold on a second. How many cars?
You yelled and screamed at me.
I did not yell and scream.
I have it on video.
Okay. Have a good day, sir. Please leave the property.
I will. Thank you.
Look, 1, 2, 3. How many?
Mr. Hazard leaves, but we'll return to that in a moment. For now, we'll return to the trespassing call.
So her parking in front of here, truthfully, is not illegal.
Wow.
Yep.
So just out of curiosity, you guys put up a lot of no trespassing signs on your, back perimeter there for, how is that, how can nobody be?
Yeah, AJ, you don't need to defend the cop. Even the police chief, let him go. Yeah, Colin's right. This cop got fired for this. Yes, he did.
Cited then too if they just walk by.
What do you mean nobody be cited?
Well, you have a sign up there that says trespassing, violators will be, and it's city property. I don't.
Yeah, imagine like the difference between like my Pokemon store where we're filming all the time, and if we have customers who want to film with us, fantastic, we love it. And our Pokemon vendor who's filming live stream right now at the Pokemon vendor, he's literally live streaming to 300 people right now. Right, every single deal he's making. Like, and then you got Bricks and Minifigs. Like, if you bring a camera in or meta glasses in, they're going to shoot you with a shotgun. That's how much they're afraid of you revealing their business model. So I obviously come from Pokemon now, because, okay, I came from Magic. And Magic, we have a buy list. Like, everyone's really transparent. You can, at any time, go to this website, sell them your cards. If I can't compete with it, I can't compete with it, but I do. So you can literally click on this, and you sell them 25 of them, and you ship it to them, they get them, and they'll pay you out. Like, I come from, like, so the one thing I don't understand about Lego, there's no buy list for Lego, right? So the one thing I really am, like, trying to get, so I've always done Magic. Pokemon's new. Every Pokemon vendor is filming every transaction. The Coop's collection is literally live streaming to 300 people. You think he's going to rip somebody off? Right? No, he's not going to, because everyone knows what the deal is. Like, everyone's seen the deal. And Magic, I think, is even more obvious. You have multiple websites. Back in my day, Channel Fireball, Cool Stuff Inc., David Adams. They have public buy lists for this. You can't wiggle around this. So why I wanted to open a Lego store so badly, which now I might not have the ability to do, is I wanted to do something like this. A buy list for every Lego set. Not every Lego set. Every Lego minifigure, I would have a buy list for. And you can see there's like 10,000 of these fuckers, right? These are just singles. I would have a buy list for. So even if you didn't sell to me, you at least know the minimal amount of money you should be getting. Because this is what changed Magic forever, ever. That no one can lowball anyone in Magic the Gathering. Because CardKingdom.com. Cool Stuff Inc. Star City Games. If you play Magic, you know what I'm trying to say. Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. Is like, you can't wiggle around this number. This number is low, by the way. So if I want to buy your Underground Sea, I tell you, what does it sell for Card Kingdom? $730.85. All right, I'll give you $850. I'll give you $9. Right? Like, so, I mean, my big idea for the Legos thing was, like, somebody do something like this. I would cash it. I would fund it. Because at these prices, Card Kingdom can just flip it like this and make money. So they're not loose. You don't need to feel bad for Card Kingdom. If you send them 25 Underground Seas that are mint for $785, they would take them like that. They would eat them, they would gobble them all up, and they would sell them for $1,000 plus, and they're making money. And so I'm not saying like this is like a crazy high price, but I mean sometimes it is higher than eBay. It depends on the market in flux. But like I'm used to having this. I'm used to competing against these guys. You know, I'm not used to lowballing autistic kids at like 5%. That would just never happen because it doesn't matter if you're autistic, you're 5 years old, you're mentally handicapped. I'm going off this. I'd be like, oh, okay, so you have that really cool card. I see. Okay, I'm going to check up the price. Okay, I'm going to check on TCP. Okay, let me check the buy list. Okay, the buy list is this. This is the lowest amount I should pay you. Okay, cool. And this card, I think, is $1,000 too. Like, it's basically the kid's Lego set. So a person can get offered 78.5%. And I have to match it. Otherwise, you can just send the card off to Card Kingdom.
I don't know how you guys do that, but just curious. So nobody would be cited if they walked through that parking lot?
Well, you're subject for the police to stop and talk to you because you are trespassing.
Okay.
You are trespassing when you cross through signs onto private property that tells you that it's not open to the public and the public enters it. You are trespassing.
Okay.
For somebody to be charged with trespassing, you have to show that they knew or reasonably should have known that they weren't allowed there.
Okay.
And because of this facility,
and this is one day before.
The way it is it's, I mean, just the same as any other business. It's private property, but it's public access.
Yeah, I have no idea how the Lego community can not have a buy list. And the buy list comes from Card Kingdom, which is reputable. So the buy list should be coming from Bricks and Minifigs. Because they have so many stores and so on. I don't know why their transactions are all hidden, why they have a shotgun and they're going to shoot you if you try to record them. Like, this is like very bizarre coming from like Pokémon and Magic, where things are done for the most part transparently. Like, I've never had a Magic customer not know the buy list. Not one. Even like 8-year-olds know what a buy list is. Because when you go to a convention, let me show you something that happens at a convention, okay? So the first thing you see at a convention is maybe Magic cards. It's very popular in Magic. If you've ever gone to a Magic convention, you're going to see giant signs with how much money. Yeah, this is you're just going to see a giant sign with like, this is how much we're going to pay you. It's like, and then you go to the next booth, and they have a giant sign. Maybe their cards are different. I've never seen a scenario where, like, you're just lowballing people because they're autistic. It wouldn't exist. Because, like, the mom would see the giant sign. The mom would be like, oh, you have this card, honey. This is worth, Chrome Mox. Oh, $7 today. And they wouldn't there's no room to lowball you because there's a giant sign with the actual price of what they're going to pay you. So it's like nuts to me that like this continuously, it's nuts to me that Bricks and Minifigs has a business model around lowballing mentally handicapped individuals. That's what it is, guys. It is, right?
While what the officer said is true generally, all of them are ignoring the fact that the woman was trespassing. The property is private, but under 766206, a person commits criminal trespass if the person enters or remains unlawfully on after personal communication to the person by the owner or someone with apparent authority. The officers understand that the woman was told to leave twice, that she refused twice, and subsequently blocked the front entrance of the business with her vehicle, exited the vehicle, circled the building, and took pictures through the window. However, now it appears that they have a personal vendetta against Mr. Hazard. So, whether they refuse to charge the woman because she was a therapist for first responders, or because of a personal vendetta against Mr. Hazard, or both, you will have to decide for yourself.
So, Walmart parking lot is all private property, but it's common to have public access. So to go charge somebody for trespassing from...
I've been here 2.5 years.
She wasn't going to leave because she just said she was calling the police. So she's like, I'm not going to go have the police come looking for me,
Yeah,
hunting me
actually,
down.
I gave her, and it's on video, that I said if you don't leave in 3 to 5 minutes. So I'm not that aggressive.
Okay.
So, but I appreciate you guys coming, and got a learning lesson today. So thank you, gentlemen.
Okay, good luck.
After both of these incidents, Mr. Hazard met with the chief of police, and as a result of his meetings, he became the second person to receive an apology from the American Fork Police. The first apology letter concerned the—
Yeah, so like I'm going back to the thing. It's like really upsetting to me because like how can the Lego community be like this? Like they don't have like a price guide or somebody willing like. So I was like looking at like doing mystery Legos and stuff, and I'll buy your Legos. I'll buy your minifigs. We'll do eBay comps and we'll do like 50% cash. I don't have anything to trade, but it is what it is, right? And we'll put them in mini bags. Like you're already making so much. Like if you offer somebody 40% cash or 50% cash, you're already making so much money for them to sell to you. Like in Magic, it doesn't happen. And Pokemon, it doesn't happen, right? Where somebody will just sell you a very valuable set, $1,000 set for 50%. It's not what happens, right? And we're not comparing it to used or new. We're comparing it to used prices. Like, you know, exactly what it is. So if a Pokemon card sells on eBay for $1,000, you're not going to like then take it to the store and sell it for $500, right? Like, you got to be at least a little bit reasonable here. And certainly you wouldn't take that Pokemon card that can sell for $1,000 in the same condition that you have it in, and then sell it to a bricks and minifig for 2%. This is why I think that the reason they don't do Pokemon is they would be laughed out of the room. The reason they cannot do Pokemon is the Pokemon community would just, their content, this would be amazing content for them. Trust me, they would all make fun of bricks and minifigs. Same with Magic community. I can't imagine another community that would accept a 10% offer on 1,000 plus Lego set, plus other sets, and not already bankrupt that store. Like, if this happened to Pokemon community, it would be all over the news. Magic, same thing. It would be all over Reddit. People would be really, really upset at this store for taking advantage of an autistic child on his birthday. But in Lego community, it's just a fucking another day in bricks and minifig, right? Just another day.
During the March 8th encounter regarding the trespassing woman, the department acknowledged that Officer Goodell handled Mr. Hazard unprofessionally. In fact, in Goodell's own report, he criticized Mr. Hazard for provoking the situation and told him to call the police, even though it was Mr. Hazard who was the person who had called the police. The chief determined that Goodell's treatment of Mr. Hazard during that first encounter amounted to conduct unbecoming. The second apology letter concerned the accessible parking space. This apology was more significant because it came with a concrete remedy. The apology still refused to admit that Goodell illegally parked in the accessible space, that the trespass order was unconstitutional, or that Goodell retaliated against Mr. Hazard for protected speech. But the chief did find that Officer Goodell's conduct was unbecoming, and later rescinded his trespassing order, and referred to Officer Goodell as former Officer Goodell, stopping short of admitting unlawful retaliation. But the important part is that one apology could be dismissed as customer service, but two separate findings combined with the sergeant's admission suggests a reoccurring professionalism problem that supervisors already knew about. The sergeant's statement may actually be the most important portion. It indicates that Goodell's problems were not necessarily limited to Mr. Hazard's 2 complaints. However, it remains...
Guys, how dare they fire a mentally handicapped police officer? I cannot believe the outcome of this thing. But yeah, but back to my thing is like, oh, we didn't get to BBQ today. We'll probably get to him tomorrow. Back to my thing. If you have nothing to hide, fucking don't hide it. Right? The dude's live right now. Defending his Pokemon cards. There's a buy list right here. The price is here. You want to sell me a City of Traders? I'm going to have to beat this price because that's how much you could literally send it in to them today and get a check next week. You know, I think it's very alarming that, like, you're not allowed to film in a Bricks and Minifigs. Even though it's supposedly, like, okay, so I have my child's birthday party at Bricks Minifigs. I can't even film that. I can't film my trade for my own record. I can't film when I sell. Like, there's something, like, very wrong with what's happening at Bricks and Minifigs. And it's, you know, again, they're able to take advantage of autistic children, of mentally handicapped children, because there's no one filming. There's no one filming this, right? There's no one filming at all. Unless it's Bricks and Minifigs themselves filming. And I really question whether such a business long-term can actually be profitable. And then the question you have as a customer is, should you ever support something like this? Now, their argument will be like, I've never given 20% out. Okay, prove it. So at this point in time, the burden of proof, I presented my arguments. I think they've been substantial. There's Excel spreadsheets. There's specific Bricks and Minifigs by name. Oh, yeah. Shout out. Thank you, Billy. Shout out to future CEO of BAM Corp, Mark Wu. I've named, like, I'm not hiding nothing from you guys. I've shown the Excel spreadsheet. I show you how it works. There's multiple videos on YouTube. I've actually called them myself to the point that I get banned now. Like, I cannot call them anymore. There's a Slack. I cannot, like, emphasize this enough that, like, so as a lawyer, I'm the plaintiff here. I presented enough evidence that the burden should shift to them. So if somebody in the fucking thing, show it to me. If AJ is saying that we have a new system, a new calculator, show me the calculator. Because my evidence is the old calculator being used late 2023. So if you have a new calculator that is not an Excel spreadsheet, show it to us. Like, so you, at this point in time, I don't think you can trust anything they're saying right now. I really don't think, unless they show you, like, here. Like this guy right here. Well, lackluster. Okay. Like what they're saying here. An owner, we sold at so they're meaning we buy. So again, this is the wrong word. He's saying he never bought at 20% ever. That is too low. Show me it. Show me your trade-in. So at this point in time, I think I have showed enough evidence, right? Enough evidence that the burden of proof has to shift. If I don't have your chart. AJ, I don't have it. I don't have your trade-ins. You have your trade-ins. If you have never sold or bought at 20% because you think it's too low, why are you so afraid of giving out numbers on the phone? Right? Why does this guy need to have more training? None of this stuff makes any sense to me. Like, coming from Pokémon, Magic, even I sold Lego. Like, if you guys are not lowballing people, you have a lot of evidence. I want to see a franchisee show me their trade-ins, the complete trade-ins, and there is nothing lower than 20% trade-in. Like, at this point, I think I'm going to say this. Until the franchisees prove that they're innocent, I've shown enough evidence that they are guilty. Not all of them, but I can name names, right? I think there is enough evidence now. The burden of proof from a legal perspective has now shifted on them. I've shown time and time again them buying Legos for mentally handicapped, autistic, whatever, for less than 20%. There's an Excel spreadsheet. There's multiple videos. There's my phone call. There's a ACOB story about the autistic child, which actually is not alone. What if I told you there are many stories like this? At this point in time, owner, it's up to you to show us that you don't lowball. Because I'm going to assume that you do. You don't make the prices, you don't have a website that shows me what you're going to pay me, right? That would prevent lowballing. That would solve the lowballing issue right there. It's transparency. You're not live streaming every trade and transaction you do. In fact, you don't even allow cameras into your store because you don't want people to know what they're trading in at. This is terrible, guys. This is really, really bad. And these stores should not be in business. If your business model is to lowball autistic children or mentally handicapped children, take a moment and think about what you're doing and just close shop. That's my advice to you. Just close your shop. Because I will find out. I will find out. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Bye, guys.